Yo, what's up, y'all? You see the title of the video. Is this the worst episode of Last of Us? We're in season 2, episode 5. No, this actually is one of the better episodes this season. Honestly, truly, I was waiting to see this Ellie throughout the whole show, played by Bella Ramsey, you know what I'm saying? Everyone was like, oh, you know, they look really kiddish and shit like that, really kiddish, you're not taking it serious. And I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning of this episode, I was definitely feeling that. Like, I was feeling it a bit. You know what I'm saying? It was cool having Dina triangulate the position and shit like that, like how she does in the game, but they kind of made Ellie almost seem like she dumb as hell. And like they make her seem like she's super slow. Like she's not that slow. She has all this education and space and shit like that. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're trying to convey. That she knows more about the things that are outer worldly things, or things that we created, like rocket ships and shit like that, just to get out of this world. But in this episode, it just seemed like she was just a little bit slow. You know what I'm saying? But it was cool overall, you know what I'm saying? It starts off slow. Like, I thought this was about to be another Dina episode for real. Like, you get some backstory about her. Oh, did you know how I really killed my first person? You didn't tell me. And then you learn about her parents and shit like that, and her sister and shit like that. And then you like, Dina's making it seem like they're kind of changing it. She's like, if my parents would have died in front of me like that, I'd be hunting down the guy for the ends of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Which I was like, okay, I kind of like it, but how are they going to convey her? Like, there's going to be this whole part when they're like trying to like go, and they're going to split up because Ellie needs to go get her shit done, and Dina and Jesse are not with that shit. You already know how it's going to go in the game. Anyway, they scout the theater. Ellie finds a guitar. If I ever were to lose, they almost gave it to us, but they were like, no. As soon as she starts playing it, she really gets locked in. She's like, oh yeah, this is really why I came up here. I need to murk these people, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, as soon as they head out, they set out and they see that little area that the WLF isn't covering this area, and they go through that house. Bro, that building, this show turns up like crazy, just like in the game, bro. They're getting chased by the stalkers. Oh shit, what are we gonna do? Oh my god, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Boom, bang, 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 bang. Jesse comes and saves Ellie's life. Ellie and Dina's, because Dina and Ellie in this situation and shit like that. They're wondering, how the hell did you guys see us? And then, Tommy's there and with Jesse. Tommy and Jesse, they said that they saw the map in the theater and they went to follow them, so they've been tracking them since they left Jackson and shit like that. Ever since the girls left first, Tommy and Jesse been following them. In the game, it's not like that. I think Tommy's the one that dips first. Like, he's like Ellie's talking about, oh, I need to go, and then Tommy's like, nah, you should chill, and then he leaves a letter to Marie saying, oh, I have to go do this, bro. I have to go do this, man. And then Ellie's like, bro, Tommy didn't just fucking tell me. And then that's when they head out and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And then she's looking for Tommy while Tommy's leaving stuff. You know what I'm saying? They leave the map over there. You know what I'm saying? Dina still goes through triangulation and shit like that, but Ellie goes into the theater and then she sees, and then she's like, oh, this is what Abby and them are doing. They're just leaving their shit here. But that's not really the case. That's Tommy. But she doesn't know that Tommy's the one following them. Anyway, after that scene, you see the Seraphites. No, after that scene with the stalkers, you see the WLF. She's crawling out of there. She's skedaddling. It's like the same type of alleyway scene where it will be with Jesse and her the first time they encounter like the WLF and the Seraphites at the same time. But she's using her prone skills. She's crawling around, her ninja skills. They couldn't even find her. Ninja Ellie is in full effect, okay? She's by her dolo right now because they all had to split up. Right? Was that happening in the beginning? Yeah, they're all split up right now because they had seen the Seraphites, right? They seen the Seraphites. Dina gets hit with the arrow. Oh shit, the arrow hit me. And then Jesse, get her out of here. She's pregnant and shit like that. No, I can't have this. And they run, and then the Seraphites, they start whistling the scars and shit like that. Yo, they got it to a T. They even got the alarm right. Like, it was sending me goosebumps. Like, I was hearing the noises. I'm like, oh, they're right on par. They're right on par. That scene, oh my god, when Ellie gets into the hospital, And you're seeing Nora. When you're seeing Nora, I'm like, are they doing this right now? Did you hear her say, "Put your hands up, drop that shit"? Yo, this scene right here. This scene right here was top tier Bella Ramsey as Ellie. This is really what I was trying to talk to y'all boys about, man. This is really what I want to talk about. We know how crazy it gets with the Nora scene. You barely even see all of it in the game, but you see just enough for Ellie to. She's losing her mind. And you see her chasing her down this hallway and she's screaming. She sounds like a psychopath. I'm like, damn, Ellie, you're crazy. Ellie's crazy. Ellie's crazy. Then, you know, they're going to have to show the spores and shit like that, because in the game and shit like that, how Nora tries to get away. She run into the spores and she's like, you killed us both. And Ellie's like, no, I ain't kill us both, buddy. And she's like, oh, you're the immune girl? You don't know what Joe did? And then she's like, yes, bro, I know what Joe did. Tell me where Abby is, bro. And then she's over there passing out, dying. She's like, you think I'm gonna just let you curl over and die? And then she picks up the pipe and it's like, where is he? I was like, Ellie. And the Bella is like really intense with it. I was like, damn, you really like, okay, you gave me a whole different version of yourself. You gave me a whole little version of yourself. People be saying, oh, you keep looking like a kid, you keep locking in. That right there, she really brought it. And then the ending. Ooh, how they transitioned it, how in the game you had the scene with Norn and it fades to black and then it's Ellie again. Oh, I got the information and she's shaking and shit like that. You don't see it like that. At the end of the episode, you see the goat pop up. Hey kiddo. I was like, damn, that was a good little ending. So that means the next episode 6, is probably gonna be the museum one, the flashback episode. That is definitely gonna be a slow burn for sure. Holy. I wonder how they're gonna do it though, because I know everyone's excited to see Joel back there again and shit like that. They're gonna have some fun moments. I feel like that's, you know, we're gonna see a lot of their chemistry grow back and shit like that. And then I think it's gonna put back in everyone's mind why Ellie's upset, or it might even get people even more upset to why she's not so proactively trying to get everyone killed, even though you just see her murder Nora and shit like that. Anyway. I enjoyed this episode a lot, man. They are changing things up a lot, so I'm trying to see what they're gonna. Are they gonna change who gets hurt between Dina and Jesse? I don't think so, dude. I don't think so. I think how Abby's gonna come in there, because we're going into day. It looks like they're gonna give us a break. Then we're gonna go into day 3, and then it's gonna end. And then season 3 is gonna be all Abby. It looks like, because if we're on episode, there's how many more episodes is there? 7, 8? Yeah, there's not that much episodes left. So it looks like Abby and all that, and the racket. That's gonna be the 3rd season. This is dope. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen her in a minute, and so people might forget about it. So hopefully we see her in the next couple episodes during the museum thing, or she might literally be towards the end, because the way day 3 end is fucking insane. But alright, y'all boys, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys liked about this episode of Last of Us. Sorry if I went on to a little bit of a tangent. It was just really, I was just excited for this hospital moment, bro. And then you go and see the infected down there inside the walls and the cordyceps, and you see this. Oh my god, it was sick. It was sick. The first infected ever taken over there, and they just didn't know what to do with them. W. But all right, man, I'm gonna talk to y'all boys later. Peace.